Hey guys, welcome to episode number 93 of OG Toys. I'm OG. Today, let's continue our look at the Mega Bloks World of Warcraft sets. These guys just came out in Canada. I picked them up at my local Toys R Us, and if you see my other videos, you know these things are definitely impressive. Now, we went to the, vehicle, winged creature, and soldier. Now we're going to the straight minifigure sets, and they come with a bit of a buildable platform, buildable diorama, and yes, a really awesome minifigure included with that. Now this guy here, his name is Valoren, and it looks like he's one of the bad guys. He's a blood elf priest. Okay, he's got 29 pieces in his set. His set number is 91004. Now, as I've said, these guys just came out, and basically when I went to the store to check out what they had, they just finished putting these guys out. They just finished cutting the boxes and breaking them down, and we're going to chuck them into the back. Completely empty, of course. And throughout the entire display, I checked these things out. They just pop off the shelf. It is so impressive, the graphics on these boxes. Now, this guy, there was 4 minifigure sets. This was the only one that was a single. Everybody else had at least 4 per character. This was the only one that was short pat, and there's only 1 per box. And that kind of sucks, because this is definitely one of the coolest looking out of the 4 that just came out. Now, his name, Valoren, very cool sounding name. He's a blood elf prince, and I've seen this guy quite a bit in some of the cinemas. I'm really not too sure on the background of the character, but the figure looks absolutely amazing. And I'll just show you the box. Let's start off with that box and get that out of the way. You can see here you got the symbol, I guess, of the bad guys, if you will, of the clan in the back. It has the red, and this came with a small little mini package, and basically everything is on a clamshell here. And I'll just show you the box real quick. The figures basically in there. On the back portion here, you had a very small bag with some extra building pieces, and that's it. Really nice and tidy. A small box. And like I said, this is the hardest one to find, unfortunately, which might suck for people trying to collect this character, if he is a very popular character in the world of Warcraft. But the box itself is just really nice. Again, you got all these raised edges on the print on the sides here. You got a bit more, some basic pictures of the figure here. His armor, which is of course completely removable and customizable, and you got the other 4 figures that were available at the onset in this first series. The figures are really well done. They look fantastic. And then of course on the side you got a picture of the character, and she looks really cool. So let's take a look at this guy. Absolutely super detailed, and I was a little apprehensive at seeing this guy. I remember seeing this guy online when they did some of the promo pictures and the promo sets that were coming out and just give you some publicity. I was really worried how the prototype would look compared to this guy, and no issues. Like, I was worried about the bleeding from all the different colors they got on this guy to bleed through on the other color scheme on the armor, and nothing. This thing is painted so well. There's not a single piece of smudge bled on armor. Colors are perfect. Excuse me. The colors are perfectly done. No issues whatsoever in the head sculpt. You can see the detail on it. It's really impressive. Figure's articulation, it's top notch for such a small little minifigure. But it does have one piece of articulation that the other figures do have. This guy doesn't, and that's a bendable knee. It's just one, kind of almost like a hollow piece, but it's completely solid. Just has a bit of the outer edge here, but this is completely solid. No articulation there, but it looks cool with the robe. So it looks really, really impressive. You got the ball jointed head. Doesn't have an extra lot of movement because of his hair piece here that goes across his back. You got the full ball joint in the arm, so you can bring that in and out. A pin at the elbow, full 360 on the wrist. The waist has a full articulation, and of course you got that articulation there in the leg. Just no knee articulation, which isn't usually a big deal. It's not too big a deal. Again, you got that small pin in the back. to hold his weapon here, and of course the weapon just plugs right into his hand, and looks pretty cool. It's his staff. Looks like he's probably a sorcerer of some kind, a mage or something. He looks pretty darn awesome. Now I'll just show you. We'll pop this piece off on the back. I'm not sure what it looks like without some of this armor. Head, of course, very easily to come off. And there you go. Now, this guy, of course, you know, they're made to be customized and just built into different figures. So, you know, a lot of these figures have a really good base, and you just want to play around with some colors is all you really need to do. This guy here, he's just a soft rubber material. But what's cool, it stays on and in place very well. You know, the ball socketed head gives it some more security, and then of course when you pin this onto the back, it's not going anywhere, and it doesn't come off at all. Great looking figure. Now let's pop this back onto his back. So there you go. Valoren, very cool. Great color scheme on him, and of course he comes with this base, which you know, I thought was pretty cool. Now all the figures have this basic structure for a base. Okay, it's basic design, just different colors. And again, you got that symbol of his tribe. You got this cool little modular build. I mean, it's just basically a pillar with a bit of a fire up there, and that's it. I do like this piece here, which I haven't seen in Lego or really anything else, is this nice transparent red. It looks really cool. I like the way they did that. And of course the pieces themselves feel very solid. They don't feel cheap or anything like that. You know, Lego has a certain quality texture to it. Creo, if you know, anybody's collecting that too, the Transformer stuff, which I have, it definitely is a good texture to it. Haven't really bought anything else in the buildable categories besides these Mega Block guys, the Lego of course, and Creo. And of course Lego just has a certain texture to it that I don't think a lot of companies can really touch. You know, it's just their styling, but these are really, excuse me, these are really well done as well. The colors, you know, they've done some really interesting color designs here and schemes that you don't see in a lot of Lego. I thought it was really well done, a nice little base, and the figure just plops onto there. Of course they have this little socket, or excuse me, it's a peg right in the bottom there. And you can just put them into here, and there you go. So there you go, guys. This guy is Valoren. Very awesome figure. One of, unfortunately, it seems like it's going to be the hardest one to find. He was the only one out of a full case that they just boxed, that they just put out. And like they said, the other figures had at least 4 per figure out of the 4-figure series, and this is the only one that had the 1. Now you got the instructions here. You got the picture of the figure, a bit of a write-up, Valoren, Blood Elf Priest, and then a very simple build inside here. You can just see, shows you how the figure is constructed. Building the pillars, just a couple steps to it really, and that's about it. Just a couple pages, but you do have that cool watermark here with the character picture in the background, and of course all the pieces that are included in the set. And there you go. And you got the other characters in the first wave as well, and that's about it. Great looking little minifigure, beautiful color scheme, great design work on it. So if you find this guy, definitely pick him up. You're not going to be disappointed. Alright guys, rate, comment, subscribe. We got a ton more videos coming up. I don't want you to miss any of those videos. So just subscribe to the channel and you'll be updated anytime I put up a fresh new video. Thanks for watching. Take care.